Samson. There we go. Can you guys hear me now? Let's see. My levels are a little bit high, it looks like. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? I also need my chat. I'm not even logged in. Come on. Let's see here. Okay, connect up. There we are. Sweet. So hey everybody. Been a while, but my kids are back in school, so hopefully we'll be able to do these more regularly now. So that is good. Make sure that we're connected here. What the heck? Looks like we're live. Great. So we have apparently need to ban this Aaron guy. Hey, Charco. Camel Tuesday. Good. Yeah, I'm back, guys. Anyways, where have I been? It's been the summer, man. That's where I've been with my kids and my fam. Well, what's up, Scott? Camel? Charco? What is with the, like, spaced out comment stuff going on there? That's really weird. I don't get it. Whatever. So going forward, guys, I think most likely, although this isn't a promise, but most likely we'll be doing Tuesday and Thursday mornings just because it works out better for me. So, FYI on that. Unicode parsing errors. Who knows? Hey, Nigel. Rennie. Echo Shard. Retro Humanoid. It has been a while. Yep. Sorry for that, guys. But I am here. So first things first. We're going to go over Critical Sid's new Critical Zone theme, which is exciting. And he's got a new variation of it too called Blue Box, which actually is my favorite. So I'm going to go over that here in a second. Hey, Carl's, Neil 9000. Alright, so let's open up some big box. I need to check to make sure that everything is working properly with my audio. We'll find out. Looks like it. Good. Thank you, Ryan. Alright, so this is the new Blue Box version of Critical Zone, which I'm loving. I love the background video here. And this is on the forums now. It just came out. I'm not sure. It might have just come out today or yesterday. Anyways, I'm not sure if Sid is on. That's my theme. There's Sid. So Sid, maybe you can go over some of the new features for me. I have noticed a number of things, and I'm loving what I'm seeing, but I'm sure you've got a list of stuff. I should just pull that up. There's my attract mode. Let's go turn that off. Actually, I'm just going to set the wait time to 5 minutes. I am planning on doing a full live stream today, yes. I've got a number of things lined up for development. When can I start pestering you with my old plugin feature requests? Anytime, you can always pester me, Neilk. But I probably won't be getting to those today. Good morning, Pac-Man. Sorry to hear that, Camel. Check the changelog. No, nothing about the surprise yet. It's not quite ready yet. Hey, Philip. I'm doing well. Hope you guys are all doing well. You tease. Yes, I'm a tease. I definitely am. All right. So let me pull up the changelog here for the CriticalZone theme. That might be actually in the theme folder itself. There it is. All right. Wow, look at this. All right. An official blue color variant, which you're looking at right here. Blue box. 3 different versions now. We have CriticalZone will use a mixture of video loops and fan art images as backgrounds for different views, just like all previous CriticalZone 1.x versions. That's the default. And then background video only. All videos except the test list views will only use video loops as backgrounds, which is what I would want. And then background fan art only. All views will only use fan art images as backgrounds. That's cool. The whole theme code was tidied up and restructured. And almost every single element is now labeled with a comment. Nice. So it's easier to find stuff to change. Complete new engine for background videos, which was created by Eat Canola. CriticalZone now supports multiple background videos and randomized shuffle between them, which is amazing. And individual background videos for all platforms, platform categories, and playlists. That's pretty neat. So in other words, you can have different background videos for everything, basically. Vertical Wheel 3 Games View was added. Slightly modified version of the Vertical Wheel 2 Games View. Additional full screen support for 16:9 videos. And automatically fades out the wheel. Nice. Vertical Wheel 4 Games View was added. Well, let's go through some of that stuff. Alright. So I'm going to go into... Let's go to NES. Why not? And by the way, guys, if you haven't noticed, the cover flow stuff per the development I did last week, cover flow has been fixed to be like 10 times more performant. So FYI on that. Even while it's caching and loading in new images, it's still nice and smooth now, even on lower end systems. So that's a big win. So just FYI on that. I finally made that as performant as it should be. I figured out what the performance issues were and got them fixed. So we're just looping through some of these views. This is the new wall view, although I'm still not happy with it. I'm still tweaking it before the official release here. Dance aerobics. I love how I noticed this earlier. See how everything fades out like that? That's amazing. I love that. So we need a background video for this view probably. And then we're back here. So yeah, awesome stuff. And then I'm just checking to see what else is in the changelog that is worth talking about here. Automatically fading stuff, yeah. The clock was added. Glass bar was added behind the game title and clock in both cover flow views. I like that, by the way. Yeah, just all around good changes. I'm loving it. I haven't been through these views yet. This is the standard one we're used to. What's with the backgrounds, though? I'm not sure there. Here we go. And that probably all fades out. Yeah, nice. Cool. All right, let me catch up on some comments here. Big box modal functions. Yeah, that makes sense. That might be a while though, Neil, to be honest. Word, Baker. Any other UK users not able to connect to the LaunchBox website? That's not a good thing. UK users. I think if all UK users weren't able to connect to the website, I'd have an inbox full. So pretty sure that's not the case. The portable flag is basically when you put a game, when you install a game, it can either be portable, so it can be synced between computers without any issues, or it can be computer specific. Like when you install a Windows game, obviously it's not portable. But if you have a ROM and you have an emulator, usually it's portable. Thank you, Sid. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that cover flow performance. That was just something I stumbled on after trying to solve the problem like 10,000 times. I finally stumbled on the issue. I keep trying to try it on my stupid GPD Win, but I had to update Windows and I Haven't been back to it. So no, I haven't tried it on the GPD Win yet. Hey, Nicholas. This is for PC. How do I have so much games? Awesome, Dave. Cool, Neil. All right. Hey, Emu Retro. Emu Retro. Thank you, Scott. It's good to be here. All right, so. Nice, Jason. Happy birthday. Stay out of the rings testing on the GDP Win messes it up. Rings testing, what is that? RetroArch has a bounty to add trophy images for retro achievements. Oh, nice. Okay. So when that's integrated into LaunchBox in the future, it'll look nice. Sweet. Yeah, that's still on the list. All right. So thank you to Sid. We probably will be integrating this theme into the theme updates into LaunchBox or into Big Box here to get the integrated version updated. And honestly, I'm tempted to use the blue version, or maybe include both. I don't know. We'll see. But just need to get permission from Eat Canola on that plugin, which I don't expect will be a problem. So we'll be doing that here shortly. But development-wise, I wanted to get into a couple things. This is my list for today. First off, I wanted to add an attract mode start on demand because that has bugged me recently. That's been a request for a long time, and I've wanted that myself, so I figured that we might as well just get that implemented today. And then we have an issue with attract mode where if you have platform categories, it never comes back out to switch platform categories, so I wanted to do that. And then select random game is sort of related to attract mode start on demand, but we need a select random game feature. But really, all I'm figuring that's going to do is just do attract mode once, you know, and then different themes for each platform was what I figured we could tackle if we have time for it. So that's kind of where I'm at for today. Agreed, Dave. Include both. Yeah, we might do that. The only thing is that might increase the file size significantly, so we'll see. The blue version is 100 megabytes in size because of the video. Don't know if you want to blow up the LaunchBox setup file by that much. Yeah, that's the trick. So that probably isn't gonna fly, unfortunately. Perhaps if we had a theme downloader. Yes, yes, yes. Of course. All right, so to get started, I wanted to add this attract mode start on demand. And really all we need is a keyboard combination and joystick button, or not keyboard combination, but a key press for that, and a joystick button as well. So first off, we need a setting for that, which won't take long to add, but that's going to be under Data, Big Box Settings. Where are we at? I need to zoom out just a hair. It's too much. Hopefully you guys can still read that. Keyboard show platforms. Yeah, okay. Public int keyboard start attract mode. That'll work. Get and set. And then we also need public int controller start attract mode. Keyboard automation, yeah, I know that's a big thing that we need. Overlay support. Yeah, that definitely makes sense, although that is a major undertaking that Rocket Launcher already does, Dave. And the biggest issue with that is anytime an emulator changes or anything like that, then we'd have to come back in and change it. And so that's kind of one of those things that's just a nightmare. Yeah, it's completely random, the attract mode right now. And we did that on purpose, so it will pick the same game every once in a while. Oh yeah, while the button was held. That's right. We might be able to do something like that. I'm thinking about that, Neil. And I like that concept. Bluebird attract mode is basically what just goes through your collection spinning. Better high DPI support for big box. What's specifically lacking, Alfredo? Scott, want to beta test something for me in a Data 2? What do you beta test what? Yeah, I'm probably not the best guy to beta test, to be honest, Scott. You know, Obviously, I got my own stuff going on. All right, so here's the loop. I think it was Neil just threw me for a loop. I love the concept of holding down a button to spin the wheel until you land somewhere. So what do we call that? I want something to be able to just start attract mode, but while we're here, we should add that as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Public int keyboard I don't know, wheel spin. Sure, that's good enough for this anyways. And then we also, while I'm in this settings here, we should add select random game, which I guess, that's sort of covered already by what we have, although do we need a separate select random game thing? Probably not, I'm guessing. Although, I don't know. Wheel of Misfortune. Roulette. Yeah, we're gonna have some code changes, Neil, for that, but it shouldn't be too bad. I think we're gonna leave it at this for now. I do need to finish these up though. Need that guy on these. All right, so then the next thing that we need to do is in the actual settings GUI, I've got to add this stuff, which isn't too bad. It's going to be under options pages. So I need keyboard mappings. Where's the best place to put this? So options pages dot keyboard mappings dot menu items dot add new options keyboard mapping item. You'll need a new string here. Label start attract mode. Okay, and then label, what do we do for this one? Spin wheel while pressed. That's probably the closest thing I can think of to do. I can't check that out right now, Alfredo, but I know there are DPI issues. I think I've seen that before. Oh, bloats the text. Sure. Oh, interesting. Sid, okay, I didn't know that. Spin wheel while pressed. I have an option to turn the sound it makes off. We could add that, although that's a separate thing. But maybe we can do that. Thanks, Alfredo. Cool. Label spin wheel while pressed. S dot. Whoa, controller. That's not right. Keyboard. Almost jacked that up. Keyboard. Keyboard spin wheel, or wheel spin. Was item dot value. Item dot value equals s dot keyboard wheel spin. Okay, now we need to add these labels here. Hyperspin. Ice baby. Alexis Bergman. Since my house flooded in France. Wow. Is I stay with you time as the level rises to take my diving equipment. I'm not following. I'm sorry about your house, though. Hey, fan gamer. Super spin. That's funny. All right, let's get those labels added here. It's going to be under here. We need label start attract mode and label spin wheel while pressed. Spin wheel while pressed. And start attract mode. Okay. And then we need the same thing for the controllers. Where is it? There it is. So controller buttons. And we put this under previous music track. So now we just have to fix things up. This is controller buttons. And options controller button item. Okay. And controller here. All right, so now we can actually set our settings, thankfully. Thank you, Rookie. All right. So now to do something with these, we can test it out, but that wouldn't be worth doing yet. Let's get the start attract mode working. I think that's in main view model. So let's go there. Main view model, and we're going to go down to maybe under K, maybe not. Handle key down. That's where we are. Else if key value equals root.datamanager.bigboxsettings.keyboard, what is it? Start attract mode, and not e.isRepeat, because that shouldn't work for starting attract mode. Now what to do here? Right now it's just a timing thing. And obviously that's going to change, so we have to figure out what to do here. The attract mode stuff, we have stop, initialize attract mode. How do I force start it is the question. Attract mode timer. Oh, this, yeah, okay. Track mode timer on elapsed. That's what I'm looking for. Track mode move must be called by this guy. So ultimately, initialize attract mode. Sure. So this is what starts attract mode, apparently. All right. Comments. Hey, Planet Life. Hey, Ali. All right, so this is ultimately what causes it to start. So I think this is what I need to do. Now the question is, or maybe I just need to call a track mode timer on elapsed. That might actually cause it. That might do it. I don't think elapsed event args is... Let's try it. See what happens here. This is going to feed over null. I don't think I'm using that anyways. And we'll see what goes on. Okay, so we're built. Let's give it a run. Got some background video issues here. I know it's probably because on startup, but huh. All right. So we've got to go into keyboard mappings is what I'm looking for here first. And I added start attract mode and spin wheel while pressed. So start attract mode, I'm gonna, I don't know, make it backspace for now. And then spin wheel while pressed, I'm gonna make that guy. Okay, so well, that's not working. So we gotta figure out what's going on there. Let's go ahead and do a debug session on that. Okay, so that is triggered. Okay, just making sure that we're not in something that's not valid. Screensaver start. We say we're in attract mode. We set the time per movement. And we start the timer. But I'm guessing... But it never gets to move for some reason. Why is that? Let's catch up on comments. The main control panel. You mean the one from Rec Room Masters? Yeah, I did, and it's amazing, and I love it. Unfortunately, I haven't made the video yet, though. I assume that's what you're referring to, Phobos. But yeah, it's I still need to do a review video on it. It's really good. It's a big improvement over the previous one, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Sentences showing up in the stream. We're seeing you here, Quan. We do have some heavier troll filtering going on, and so sometimes it gets a little bit overzealous. Sorry for that. Console ads be added to the theme download options. Yeah, that would be awesome. It's just we need the videos. We don't have the videos, Nicholas. This big box in attract mode is false when attract mode move would be called. Yeah, we'll figure out what the issue is here. I'm not sure. Hey, Phil. Okay, so we call that. We get here. And we run all that stuff. And then nothing happens. The only problem is, like, debugging this is going to be tricky because we don't have... If the window isn't focused, it's not supposed to do anything, which is a problem. But it's not working regardless, I'm not sure why. We're setting is big box in attract mode to true, which is exactly what we should do, and then it should be moving for us. It's odd. Let me put a... so I can see when that's running. I'm going to move this over here. And we'll try this again so I can watch what's going on. Okay. I gotta remove my breakpoints. Okay. Oh, you know what? Ah, it is working, but it's not starting immediately. It's triggering the initial delay for per item or per game, and then it's going. So we've got to do something about that. That makes sense. All right. Okay, waiting for this thing to close out. So, attract mode timer on elapsed. This gets us to the point where, yeah, it doesn't start immediately. That's the thing. And that's interesting because you would think attract mode would start immediately when we get to this point, but it doesn't. And that's even happening when it times out. But I guess that makes sense. I guess we would call attract mode move right away, maybe. What if we did that? I think maybe instead of doing this, if we do that, we'll have to play with that though. I'm not sure. That could break some stuff. '90s ads are hard to find in good quality. Yeah, it makes sense. There you go, Scott. That's what I just tried. Record gameplays using LaunchBox? No, not currently. There's no way to do that automatically. Ads are on EMU Movies. Oh, okay. And on the forums. Sure, that makes sense. Alright, so if I hit backspace now, okay, so it goes into whatever it is, which isn't ideal. So that's another separate issue. And if we were to do it on, because it needs to spin before it goes into it. Oh, it does here. Weird. But it didn't that time. Okay. Well, I'm gonna need some separate code for this, I guess. It's probably random whether it goes in or spins, I'm guessing. I think this will be okay, though. I should check to make sure it's continuing and stuff like that, though. I didn't check any of that. Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, so we hit backspace. Just want to make sure it keeps going here.
You control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of...
Looks like we're okay. Cool. So... Attract mode move. This is where it moves in or moves out. I see. And so it's filters or. Sure. So if it's on filters, it's always going to press on enter. Well, but that doesn't make sense because it's not doing that necessarily right now. And it shouldn't necessarily do that either. Because we want it to spin when it starts off, not just automatically go into the whatever it's on. And I know that's what it does currently, but this dot random dot next 5 equals 1 and filters or. So I mean, what that's going to do is 20% of the time it's going to jump in, and the rest of the time it's going to keep scrolling, which is kind of a major change to the previous functionality, but I think I might like that. So right now, that starts to spin it. And it's gonna keep spinning for a little bit and eventually go in. It still could, depending on, you know, the way the random stuff happens, it still could automatically go in the first time. So, there's that. There it goes. So if we override this, yeah, I think that'll be fine. It starts a track mode, and it's less confusing. It's not just automatically going in, although sometimes it will just go in. But I guess, I mean, the track mode is random, so that makes sense. It is now going to spend more time on the actual platforms as well as the games. Previously, it was like only spending time on the games. Spending very little time on the actual platforms. But I'm fine with that. I think that's okay. You notice how quick cover flow is, despite the fact that it hasn't generated these thumbnail images, which is good. It's generating the thumbnail images in the background. And previously that was really slow. But you'll notice the cover flow is still really smooth. So that's a major improvement from last week. The count of items is greater than 1 to automatically skip the target to the next item if it's the same as the item it was last on. Sure. Although that's not really, I mean, that only prevents the last one. It doesn't really prevent anything else. But yeah, I'm with you. What the heck, Camel? Camel's got a kid at his keyboard. Can you give weight to the games a 3-to-1 chance? I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, I'm all for more video types, guys. That would be awesome. We got to get the video the videos available and organized and all that stuff. Although I understand some of them are available for me in movies and stuff and on the forums. So I don't know. We're not far off from that. It's just a matter of getting them on the server in the right spot.
New weapon.
But yeah, we need to add more video types available in Big Box first. That makes sense. Thank you, Scott. Hey, EA. Hey, Static Fade. Three times in one of going to games over platform, sure. Hey, Stiflis. Sure, that makes sense, Neil, although that would be a major change. Quick fix to allow multiple bids to be used on the same page. Not really. I just deselected. One for background, another for and one for another box using transition selector. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to do that today, Quan. But I'm with you. I get you. No worries, Camel. Nice, Stipulus. Yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, adding videos to the LaunchBox database would be like the bandwidth would be through the roof. So I'm hesitant to do that. Yeah, we got music issues, apparently. Cool. Hey, Nosh. What's going on? All right. Well, let me back out of here. So, I'm mostly happy with that, although I agree. I think I'm going to reduce this to 3 so that it spends a little bit less time on filters. I'm still waiting for it to close down here. There it is. Because it does a bunch of cleanup when you close it down. All right, so yeah, we'll reduce that to 3 so it spends a little bit less time on the platforms and a little bit more time on the games. The other thing is, while I'm in here, this would be a good time to try and get it working so that it will work for both with the platform categories and with the platforms. So if we get in here, so if we're on filters, right now it only goes forward because of this right here. So once we're in filters, we need to figure out whether we're in a platform category or not. And I think that's only... So we can check to see if it's a platform filters view model base. How do we check if it's displaying platform categories or platforms? That's the question. I'm not really sure. This stuff is all... There's nothing to it. Then we have platform wheel filters view model base. This might be telling. This that use platform categories. Okay. Where is that being set? And this is on filters view model base. Actually, let's go here and find all references to that. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I didn't want to do the entire solution. So it's not, so basically it's in the child classes. Well, darn it, where is that being set? Let's go back to take a look at the references. Ah, from main view model, apparently. Platforms and playlist views. But then, why is that always true? It doesn't make any sense. Ah, okay. So if this.use platform categories and selected platform category equals null, and this is on platform wheel filters view model base. Okay, so we just check to see if selected platform category is null, I guess. That's how we check. Now in my main view model, where was I? Here we are. So if filters, if I need the var model equals this dot active view model as platform filters view model base. If model is not equal to null and model, actually we can do model dot platform selected platform category is not equal to null. Then we're in a platform category at that point. So if we're in a platform category, we can't go back, right? So in that case, we're always going to just fire on enter. Otherwise, we can either go forward or back. Randomly, we should pick. So what I'm going to do is we can just do else if. We don't need to nest it. Else if this.random.next2 equals 1, then I'm going to go back. I'm going to call threading.invoke this.onEscape. Otherwise, we're going to say threading.invoke this.onEnter. All right. So that should allow us to go back and forth with the platform categories in theory. We'll see. All right, so if we start attract mode, we're on platform categories and it's spinning platform categories. And it could either keep spinning, it should be around 3 times, but it is random, so you never know. Oh, crap. Yeah, that didn't work right. So selected platform category was apparently null. What? Why? Huh. Oh, wait. If it's, yeah, I have this backwards. That's the issue, dummy. All right, let's try this again. Have I shown any of the new 3D stuff? I have not. Blantix and I are very close to getting it integrated, but I have not done that yet. We have not gotten it completely integrated yet. Peer-to-peer type system, possible, yes. Is that something I'm likely to tackle soon? Probably not. Although it would be pretty neat. Oh, I gotta start this. That is annoying how it lands on the same thing over and over again sometimes. Yeah. Well, when there's only 4 options, that's kind of what happens. So yeah, maybe there is something I can do about that. So it did go into computers now. There it goes again. And again. There's only 3 options in here, so 33% chance it's going to land on the same one. Okay, so it goes into Commodore 64. We want to see it go back out. I don't have good data in here for Commodore 64 at all. We're going to be waiting here for a while, probably. I got to pee, though, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to let it go while I'm out. All right. Where are we at? We're still in Commodore 64. Any chance to create new forums for artwork development only like in the Hyperspin forums? Yeah, we can add a new forum for that, sure. Only a game media forum, and that's too generic. Sure. Great to hear that it can compete with your love for the default theme. That's funny. Yeah, Stipple has always loved that default theme. Yeah. Can we have custom fields appear in Big Box? I think they do. Bobinator, but probably not everywhere you want them to. Come on. Time to back out, guy. We're going to be waiting here a while in order to confirm this is actually doing exactly what we want it to do. But it should. I don't know if we want to sit here and wait for it a whole lot longer. Alright, well I just ruined it anyways. I know, it's still going. Let's go ahead and back out. So if we start cover flow here, or not cover flow, attract mode. I love this video. This is one of my favorite James Baker videos. At some point, it should randomly back out, and instead of going forward, I think 1 out of 3 times it should go back instead. We're gonna go into, let's go into consoles instead, and then I'm gonna go ahead and press backspace to get attract mode running again, and we'll see what we get. So it went back in, which isn't what we wanted. We want to check to make sure it actually goes back out at some point. Dave, do you want the code for the horizontal scrolling text that I used in Eon Nox? Sure, absolutely. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm gonna... Well, the thing is... Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an immediate use for it, but we might at some point. I just want to see it go back out to platform categories at some point. There it goes again. All right. Thank you, Dave. EA, me too, brother. Me too. About James. There it goes. It just went back out. So that confirms that that particular issue is fixed. It will now go back out to platform categories sometimes as well. I'm not sure the priorities are exactly as we want them. I think right now 33% of the time it's going to go back out. But it's random, of course, so it's not guaranteed to be like that. There it goes.
You control the actions of a daring adventurer.
Then scrolls again.
Way through the castle of
Then it just backed out again, sure. Which is fine. You're looking at a combination of people, Fonto, but James Baker does most of them. This one, I believe, was done by Viking. If you hit start, would it enter whatever platform or game it's on? Yes, it would, Falcon. Retro humanoid, that's not true. I honestly, I don't know if I've looked at him. Forgive me for that, but I'm not sure if I did. But I will say that a couple people now have asked where your videos went. So you definitely have a lot of people using them, and I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it, so I assume they're right that for some reason they're not on the forums anymore. But I have heard a couple different people ask me now where they went. So you definitely got people using your stuff. I'm sorry I never checked them out. Thank you, Luke. Good to hear. Good to know. Yeah, we can do that. We can always put the videos in the downloads. It's not hard to do. In Jay's, sure. All right, is it ever going to go into? I'm surprised. It's not. It's sticking around on platforms and categories here, but random is random. That's just kind of how it works. So it went into games. Good. So we're good here. All right. So I'm happy with that. Oh, you took them down with the purpose of adding them as one post instead of being 30 different posts. That makes sense. Gotcha. Will there ever be an FTP available for premium license owners? I don't know. It's not like, I mean, this stuff is all available from the games database directly, just as image downloads. Although I realize FTP makes it easier in some cases. But no, I don't plan to add a separate FTP. We would have to add a whole separate system for that. So I don't, that's not really what we do. It's all available for free already through the LaunchBox Games database website. So no, I don't plan on adding an FTP. Theme videos, that makes sense. No, I don't think I'm gonna add an FTP for the theme videos. Thank you, Static Fade. That's good to know. Yeah, I'm glad I added that. I think it's been helpful. I was really good. It was really good to see that Amazon is finally stepping up to the plate with a decent payment provider, or payment option like that. They did it right, and it works really well. And I'm really happy we added it. I was looking for ages to find another payment provider to add something like PayPal that wasn't PayPal, and Amazon Pay is finally stepping forward and coming up with something useful. With all these individual buttons for different actions in Big Box, would it not be a good idea to have a single button to cycle through platform categories, platforms playlists? You mean have separate buttons to attract mode through the various types? I can see that. Although that's getting overly complicated, and I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not going to add that today, Charco, but I get you. Yeah, Martin Mad Doc, has done a spinning CD thing with a theme, and it looks amazing. But I'm not sure about artwork. But yes, that is something we definitely want to tackle eventually. We haven't done that yet, though. But yes, Matic has done it. He's proven it's possible, and it works really well. It looks awesome. Oh, just switching views? I think we already have that, Charco. Pretty sure. All right, so we've got we went over Critical Zone. We got attract mode start on demand working. We got attract mode multiple levels working with the platform categories. Select random game. We don't have anything for that. But what I do want to add is the roulette thing, the spin while pressed or whatever, spin wheels while pressed. And I didn't plan on adding that until the stream, but I think that's a good thing to add here. So we'll go ahead and do that next. And that might be significant. It might not be. I'm not sure. We'll see what that's going to take. So key down. The first thing is I don't have any logic for checking if a key is pressed other than on initial press. So we might need something to handle that first. We have handle key down. Probably going to need key up. How hard it would be for you to change your custom fields to support multiple values. I'm recently tinkering around with them a little, and that's something that really bothers me. They do support multiple values, Sid. Just add them multiple times in the list. In LaunchBox, that should work fine. Hey, Brian, I like the multiple joypad key press to exit emulators. Okay, yeah. On keyboard and option. That is planned. It's what we call keyboard automation, because we have controller automation right now, but we don't have keyboard automation. And that is a glaring omission, I will admit. So yeah, we definitely need to add keyboard automation. Keyboard key to favorite a game. Yes, we can add that, but probably not right this instant. Yeah, YouTube is displaying comments with weird spaces. I'm not sure why it's doing that, guys. Yeah, that's the plan, Neilk. So I think we're going to need main view on preview key up. And we're going to do the same thing here, except handle key up. And we actually have to make that get triggered. Preview key down, preview key up equals main view on preview key up. And then we need to implement handle key up. So I'm going to say public bool handle key up key event args e. All right. Yeah, Sid, I know that's not obvious, but if you add them in multiple times, yeah, that does work. Or at least it should. It did the last time I tried. Yes, I know the semicolon thing is confusing because that's how you do it elsewhere, but you just add it in multiple times and it works. By a front end. What front end, Retro? I'm curious. All right, handle key up. You know. So basically, on key down, we need just a Boolean value. I'm going to say wheel spin pressed. And then else if key value equals root.datamanager.bigbox settings.keyboard wheel spin and not e.isRepeat, then this dot wheel spin pressed equals true. And then here we're going to say we're going to return true, but if e dot, what is it, key value, oh, we need that first. If e dot key value, no, if key value equals root dot data manager dot big box settings dot keyboard wheel spin, then we're going to say this dot wheel spin pressed equals false. And then if wheel spin pressed is true, it's going to spin, obviously. No problem, Sid. So, now that we have that, the other thing is we're going to need to initialize attract mode whenever we hold it down, and then stop it on release. And then I think we need another Boolean to specify that we want to stop it when it's released. You know what, though? We probably don't even need this Boolean. I'm thinking we start it when you press it, when you put it down, and we stop it when you pull it up. It's that simple, right? So what do we need this Boolean for? I don't think we do. Well, but it has to finish the job. Yeah, I don't know. Because if I were to, when you release it, if all I did was stop it, which is basically what initialize attract mode does, then it's just going to immediately stop where it's at, and that's not really what we want. We want it to decelerate. And I'm going to confirm that here. Give me a second here. All right. Okay. What am I doing here? My key for spinning the wheel was this, which isn't working for some reason. Why is that? Whoops. Keyboard mappings. Spin wheel while pressed. It says OEM 5. I'm not sure why backslash is OEM 5. I'm not sure if there's a problem with that key. I don't know. What can we do? I'm just going to set it to the 9 key for now. Interesting. So apparently we have some kind of problem with that key. This isn't working right, though. It is starting, but it's just like stopping immediately before I finish pressing the key. And it's doing weird things. Yeah. Huh. Awesome, Retro. I will check those out for sure. Ouch, Neilk. Still need to add number pin mapping. I've never even heard of that. I didn't even know that was an issue. Oh, number pad mapping to that pin modal. Yes, I do. No, I know what you mean now. I misunderstood you for a second. All right. So this is trickier than I was expecting. I don't know what's going on here. Why is this being triggered? The other thing is it needs to just keep continuously spinning. So I'm going to need a completely separate solution here. Come to think of it, I can't necessarily use the same code at all. Because we don't want to be waiting while it's pressed. It just has to keep spinning forever, and that's tricky. So we're going to need a separate set of stuff, I think. So we are going to need a timer in order to do this. I don't know. Should I use the existing stuff and try and make it more complicated, or should I add my own separate method for it and separate timer and all that stuff? I don't know. We don't need this right line in here anymore. So this is the unelapsed. This is what basically starts it all off. I could add a Boolean to say that we're in triggered mode or whatever. So if I add a Boolean, I think that's what I'm going to try. Wheel spin pressed, wheel spin enabled. So then when we get we say, we're not going to do this. We're going to say wheel spin pressed equals true and wheel spin enabled equals true as well. And then we call timer elapsed. Now, is there anything different we need to do in here in that case? I don't think there is. I think we're fine here. And then it should always be moving. If this dot attract mode moving or this dot wheel spin enabled. Now, okay. I see. It should accelerate. And it should decelerate when what I'm gonna say is if not this dot wheel spin pressed, or not this dot wheel spin enabled, and so that will start decelerating it when we release the button, in theory. And in this case, okay. So when we stop moving, we want to say this dot wheel spin enabled equals false. We'll see what happens here. I don't know. And then we kind of want to stop the whole thing, because it's going to keep going at this point. If this dot wheel spin enabled, then this dot wheel spin enabled equals false, and then this dot initialize attract mode. Otherwise, let's try that. It might work, right? Catching up on comments here before we test this out. There are clocks in Big Box, Michael, with certain themes. The newest CriticalZone theme actually has a clock in it, and there's a bunch of other themes that do as well. But thank you. No worries, Neilk. Hey, Jezzo. What downloads are failing? If you would message me if you see anything that's failing, let me know. Yeah, I need to know, because we did upgrade the forums. I did have some minor issues there. So let me know if you run into any bugs. Press the button to start and then press it again to slow it down, like the carnival wheel game. We were gonna just have you hold it down, but same diff, Dave, I think. Andy on Knox too, yep. All right, here goes. Okay. And interesting. What's the problem here? 0 is not valid value for interval. Okay, so what's my stack trace? Line 505. Okay. So maybe attract mode wasn't initialized? Huh. I have an idea why that's happening, maybe. There it is. Awesome, rookie. We still got that problem. Interesting. Yeah, that is the sound effects are really awesome in that video. All right. What's going on here? Why is that an issue? It doesn't make sense. Attract mode. What was it? Dang it, now I gotta test it again. Why is this dot attract mode speed 0? That's what we gotta look at. Oh. It probably has to do with this wheel spin enabled or something. This is going to be tricky. Ah, no. So we're not accelerating. We're not decelerating. But why aren't we accelerating? Why are we... This is messy. For some reason it's happening more than once at the same time. Come on. We should be accelerating, you would think. Straight off the bat. Because attract mode speed is 0. And it shouldn't be. Okay, so wherever we set attract mode moving, I see. Instead of this, we just need to set attract mode moving equals true. Okay. And this is happening in, oh, if it's not moving. And then we set accelerating equals true as well. I see. So I need to do else if this dot wheel spin enabled. I think we just need to do that. Something like that. And then maybe this. We'll see what happens. It's still doing that weird thing though, where it just randomly stops. Why is it doing that? Thank you, Rookie. Hey, Andre. What are we up to in beta 12? Well, right now it's the track mode stuff, Dave. All right. So we have to figure out why it's randomly stopping is the issue. Seems to be working properly, except that something is randomly stopping it, and I don't know what that would be. And it's like stopping it immediately on oh, stop it. Oh, you know what? I know what's going on. I know exactly why it's happening. It's because handle key down. It's this guy right here, because this gets called repeatedly. So we're gonna say if not this dot wheel spin enabled. That's the problem. Good. Hey, Vissy. Big box views aren't working correctly, e.g. you have the games list view under options set to horizontal wheel, and we go into it, shows 3D color flow. Doesn't seem like any of the views are working. I'm not aware of that issue, static fade, but you can just install right over top. You can install the official version right over top, and that should work fine. But I don't know. Let me know if that fixes it or not. That doesn't sound like anything I've seen before. Alright, I'm holding the key, and it's going and going and going and going and going, and I'm releasing it right now. Ha 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 ha. That's beautiful. Now is it going to keep going is the question. It looks like we're good. Sweet. Except I just pressed it again and now it's not working. Why? So it worked once, and then it stopped working. That's funny. Yeah, somebody needs to ban Kara. So it should land here. It sets them both to true and initializes a track mode and calls the track mode timer on elapsed. Thank you, Neil. Okay, so I'm curious. If we go into consoles, yeah, that's annoying. Let it go. I had to release the key though, so that's not. So it is calling it every time. Oh, wait. No. Okay, now we're calling it track mode move. Huh. It looks like it should be working. Weird. What's up, Double O? Thank you, Top Dog. Alright, I'm going to go to consoles. I don't quite understand what's going on here. then it won't start back up. Why is that? Yep, that's what we're doing, Willem. Thank you, Vermont. Or Martin, Vermont. Hey, Neo. On the poll, what's the next feature we're going to work on? Well, right now, what I had on my immediate list was different themes for each platform. However, I'm not sure. So we'll see. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to work on next. Okay, so it's working, but it's not restarting properly. Why? Thank you, Harley Dave. That's so good to hear. Thank you. Awesome. Yes, the track mode is using threads. Really, it's using timers, but same difference. Oh, restart a thread. No, that's not the issue. It could be a timer, but I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm looking into, Neil. Something like that. So we're calling this, obviously. Do we ever set isBigBox into track mode to false? Is that the issue? Or is it the stop attract mode? Because ultimately what we're doing is I have a feeling I know what might be going on here. Decelerating. I'm calling initialize attract mode. Oh. No, wheel spin press should not be. Yeah, it should be press at this point. Time for movement. I wonder if that helps anything. Okay, there we go. Slows down. Same diff. Eight point oh coming soon. I don't know. We're actually working on 7.11 right now, 7.11. Yeah, I'm not sure. We might. I don't know. It depends on how much we get in. We could call it 8.0. We'll see. What is going on here? So what happens when it actually... Well, I guess attract mode just goes on forever until until a key gets pressed, ultimately. The file contains your library info and content. It's all in the data folder. So what the heck, man? That's all it's doing. That's all stop attract mode is doing, though. Okay. Okay, and then maybe I'm gonna see if I don't know. I don't understand what's going on here. Slows down. Now what? Attract mode move, attract mode moving. But it stops at some point. Okay, so we've got to figure out. So we know it gets in here. Track mode accelerating. Track mode decelerating. Track mode not whatever. Okay. Oh, I need. So, okay, so apparently accelerating, it's set to decelerating. That's the problem. So that never gets reset. That's the issue. Where is that set? This is what sets it, and then when we're in decelerating, oh, we don't set that either. I see. That's probably the real problem right there. Attract when moving equal false. We're missing that. I'm guessing that's what's causing it. Okay. So actually I can pull this out to there. That'll do it. Most likely. Okay, here goes. First time. Slows down. There it goes, the other direction. Sweet. Release it. There it goes. That's awesome. Let's go into a list of games. Sure, NES is fine. We're on cover flow here. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I like that. Sweet. All right. Well, let's go ahead and let's go into GameCube. Why not? Let's change the view here. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm changing the image type. Of course. What happened? Why am I not... There it is. Weird. We might have some issues there. Huh. The order of the view change was weird. Anyways. Here's a wheel. That works pretty sweet. I really like that, actually. It's pretty handy. Awesome. Well, there we have it, guys. I have lunch waiting for me, so I think I'm probably going to end it here soon. Let me catch up on comments, though. Dance Dance Revolution. How do you turn off the text-only view? Turn it off. You mean like completely disable it? I'm not sure if you can. From being cycled. Yeah, I don't know. Well, you'd have to build a custom theme is what you'd have to do to completely disable it. Oh, themes XML. You know what? You might not be able to disable it. Reason being, because it's used for the game details view. So that might not work. Would being able to disable certain views be possible in the future? Sure. No reason why not. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, well, cool, guys. Good stream. I am going to go ahead and let you guys go. I plan on streaming again on Thursday. So I'll see you guys on Thursday. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I want to get the 3D engine integrated. I'm still working on this big surprise thing. So yeah, it's possible that I won't stream on Thursday depending on where I'm at with stuff and what I need to work on. If I'm working on the surprise, it makes it difficult to stream. But anyways, we're making good progress here again. So thanks, everybody. Had fun with you guys. I just realized I forgot to pray. That was stupid. Oh, well. But take it easy, guys, and I'll talk to you all on Thursday. Will a beta be released today? Maybe. Probably, yeah. I'll probably put out a beta today. Yes, I'm guessing. Yeah, yeah. I'll plan on putting on a beta. There's no reason why not, unless I'm in some kind of weird state. But I think we're in a pretty good state right now. So yeah, I should be able to get a beta out today. Take it easy, guys. I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a good one.